Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the 11th through the 17th, 2022. Hope you guys had a really great week. I want to remind you that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. Please also keep in mind that the energies can and sometimes do reverse. I will also be giving away another free tarot reading at the end of the month, so if you are interested in that, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit the like button and also comment on the video. Remember, you have to do all three in order to qualify for the drawing. Let's see what we've got going on for you this week, Gemini. All right. So you are starting out with the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, I feel like you're holding back. It's almost like you are feeling a little trapped here. Particularly, it could be in business or it could be within your home life, but there's something here. I feel like you are holding back and there's a sense of being trapped, confined. It's a sense of being confined or trapped. Now, with the Queen of Wands, your energy is showing as you being extremely attractive here. This could be business related and you feel that you're being held back in a business sense, because the Queen of Wands is very much a business person. They're very good with business, in fact. So you may be trying to get something started and for some reason and it would feel institutional in some way, there's something that's holding you back. But also the Queen of Wands is extremely attractive and very vivacious. People are very attracted to the Queen of Wands, a natural leader and just a beautiful or handsome individual who people are drawn to. But you may feel for some reason that you're being confined or held back here. With the Seven of Cups, this may have led to some confusion, but know that you have options here, Gemini. You do have options, and that the options that you have and then this feeling of being confined may be what is causing the confusion. So let's look at the person that is in your energy. You are showing up in a very attractive energy. I feel like people are noticing you and being drawn towards you, which is why you likely have the options that you have. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Sun in reverse, sign of Leo. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, right away, I'm noticing that the person in your energy is experiencing some kind of a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle. I do feel that this person is not very happy right now. There's something that they're not feeling happy about. And I also feel like they're not seeing things very clearly. This is somebody who I feel like they've gone through a lot. They definitely have. And they've had a lot of experiences in their past that have been difficult for them. They've overcome a lot. But at the same time, I feel like they have a lot of ghosts in their past. They have a lot of things that they're still holding on to. And this is somebody who is trying to resolve those issues, trying to move past those issues. There may be some issues between the two of you that they want to also resolve. But sometimes I feel like this person feels hopeless and feels as if, you know, there's a sense of depression or hopelessness sometimes, as if things just are never going to work out. And it's because they've gone through so much, and they get overwhelmed is what it is. And they have a lot of ghost from the past, a lot of baggage. They are working on this. They are trying to move past it. And I also see, for some of you guys, this person may have lost their job, or they may not like their job. There's a sense here of things not working in their life the way they want them to right now. Let's look at the energy between the two of you. Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, the two of you may not be happy right now. There's a sense of dissatisfaction, unhappiness. You feeling trapped. They feel unhappy. Some of them feeling actually a little depressed. The relationship itself is not at its happiest right now. Let's see the energy that's affecting this connection. The World in reverse. Yeah, there's a cycle here that has not quite closed out. It's not over between the two of you, but there's a cycle here that hasn't quite closed out yet. Let's see the outcome at the end of the week. The King of Pentacles. Okay, so that's commitment. That's stability, commitment, financial things being resolved. It's a good financial card as well, Gemini. So if you're waiting for money to come in, I see that happening. It's a card of groundedness, and it's been a long journey to get here, but it's a card of commitment and rest and reward for good deeds done. So it's actually a very nice outcome. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Now, this is underlying energy, so there could be some energy of something here that has been deceptive, that has come to the surface for some of you. For others of you, though, and this feels more likely, there's something that has been avoided, and I feel like it's something that either one or both parties is learning about themselves through this connection, and it's something that has been avoided. And it's because it's been avoided, a lot of things have been avoided, it's become burdensome and heavy, and I feel that that's coming to the surface. It's going to end. Things that have been avoided are now going to be addressed. So, and that's for most of you. Although I am seeing some of you, there's something deceptive that has come to light. You will know, though. It's already out in the open. All right, let's begin. Why is the Four of Pentacles here for Gemini? All right, so we have the Strength card in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So for those of you that this confinement feeling is with money, you may feel confined in a traditional type of work or job because you fear losing money. You fear not being able to make the money you need to make. If this is with regard to relationship, there's fear of there not being a stable beginning here, not having a successful, stable connection, because you feel confined. Some of you, I just heard, are confined by your past. So that could be both of you are dealing with some past issues there. But it's fear. It's fear of things ending, fear of someone ending the connection, fear of there not being enough money if it's financial, and fear of either things not moving in a good direction and there being stability, or fear of things ending. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Queen of Wands in reverse, interesting, and the Hierophant reversed. Again, I'm seeing fears. Because Gemini, I see you taking actions towards the things that you want, and I feel like what you're not taking action towards is something that has to do with commitment. So your energy is kind of up and down a little bit. If this has to do with like a side job, you may feel like you're not completely committed to it, that you know, that you shouldn't do it because what if you can't really commit to it? What if you can't be fully committed to it because you're still trapped in this old energy? But that's a fear. That's a fear if that's the case. You may fear that it's going to fail because you're still trapped in this old energy. So you may want to take action towards it, but you're not because you feel you can't commit yourself to it. If this is a relationship, you may have a fear of commitment. Yeah, you may have a fear of commitment. Some of you may fear that someone else is not committing to you, that someone else is never going to commit to you. And that would be a fear that you would be put in a third-party situation, or that you would be not given, you know, a full commitment. But these are fears. And these fears may be keeping you from taking the actions that you want. Why is the Seven of Cups here? All right, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. See, again, we're seeing that energy that's up and down. We have the Knight of Wands reversed, and we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, you don't want to deal with a player. You don't want to deal with somebody that treats you as an option, or somebody that walks away when things get difficult. So you may be looking at, and you don't want to be treated like you're an option or a third party. You don't want to deal with somebody who has a lack of commitment. So some of you guys are feeling that it may not even be you that you feel is trapped. You may feel your person is trapped. You may feel your person is trapped into a marriage or another connection, and you may fear that there will never be stability in your connection. You don't want to be an option. You don't want to be a side piece. You don't want to be and I hate that word, but that's what was coming, so I don't like that word. You don't want to be put in a third party situation. Yeah, I can really see that clearly. There's a fear here of that, and a fear of being with somebody who is going to be a player, someone who would walk away, who would exercise other options when things don't go well. So that's why the energy is up and down, up and down. You're not in a place where you want to be. There's dissatisfaction here. There's what you want, there's the ideal, and then there's the reality. And this is what is being exposed. This is what's coming out and is going to be dealt with. For those of you that there's financial issues here, what I can see is that you have options. And be careful of anything that, be careful, because some of the options are not going to be the best for you. But if you do commit and your energy is consistent, you refuse to give up or walk away from this endeavor, this side business or business that you're doing, you'll gain clarity. So that's a message out there for someone. Let's look at this person's energy, because I can see that they're not very happy and they're acknowledging that things are not working as well. So let's look at their energy. Why is the Sun in reverse? Page of Cups and the Two of Wands reversed. Yeah, so they have love for you. I do feel that they're a bit immature in how they express that love, but they also are at a crossroads, and I don't feel that they want to make a choice here. They're holding back from a choice, and they're unhappy about having to make a choice. Let's see why the Nine of Wands is here in reverse. All right, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Eight of Wands reversed. Ooh. So they're defensive. They're very defensive. There's a sense of not wanting to talk about things because they are defensive. Again, it's that shutting down energy. Yeah, they don't want to talk about things. For some, you might live at a distance from this person and they're unwilling to travel. Or they're unable to travel. They may be blocked from traveling or communicating by another outside party. There might be other people that are blocking this in some manner, and they're not happy about it. In fact, they're very unhappy about it, but yet this is something that they have to resolve. They have to work out. This energy of things being blocked here and the defensiveness has to do with the lack of commitment or lack of action. There's also been a lack of action. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? This person needs to pay attention to some details, is what I'm hearing. All right, we have the World. Now here, what's affecting it is the World in reverse and the Tower. Oh. So things are not working out, but it's because this person's not putting the work into it. And what are they not putting the work into? Well, they're not putting the work into ending a cycle. There's something here that has to end. And they're not doing that. They're not putting the work into it because it'll be a Tower moment. when this thing culminates, when it comes to a ending so that something new can begin, it's going to be a tower moment. And I think that they're trying to avoid that tower moment, but it's coming. That tower moment is coming. So that's what it is. This person is avoiding. They're the one with this avoiding energy, but you've also been avoiding some things, Gemini. So this is somebody here that, even though they do have love for you, they're immature in the way they express it. And I feel like they don't want to have to choose. They're unhappy about being put in that position, but they put themselves there. They are defensive. If they're at a distance, there's an unwillingness to travel. And I feel like sometimes this person, even though they put themselves in this position, they act like they're the victim. And dude, you put yourself in that position. So you may have blocked them, but I don't think so. I do feel like somebody else is blocking this resolution though, and they're just trying to avoid the tower moment. Now, we have the Ten of Cups reversed. So at one point there was happiness here, but it seems to be waning. Let's see why the Ten of Cups is in reverse. Page of Wands reversed. Four of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're afraid of that bad news. You're afraid of bad news. You're afraid that this is never going to kick off. It's never going to be a stable new beginning. And because you feel your person is trapped, or in some way you're trapped. But you're holding on to them, but you're unhappy. There's things here that are not being talked about, and you may not be talking to this person, period. This person in your energy knows that in order to bring forward the love that they have for you, they have to end another connection. And I feel like they're unhappy about having to make that choice. They don't want to have to choose because they're trying to avoid a tower moment. They don't want their life being upset. I feel like this is somebody who may have gotten, I don't know, maybe they like being in their comfort zone and they don't like being taken out of it. Why is the World in reverse? Okay, we have the Three of Swords reversed, and we have the Sun in reverse. So if there's been third-party energy, I feel like you would have ended that, Gemini. I feel like you put an end to it. A lack of commitment and a lack of action, third-party energy. This person would have put you into a third-party connection, and I feel like you may have ended that so you could heal your energy. But the connection is not complete. It's not over, but you are healing. And a lot of you are not talking to this person. Now, this person is very, very unhappy about the situation. They also tend to lack insight into their own behaviors. So that's why they play the victim. They're defensive. It's almost like they lack insight into the fact that they're the ones blocking their happiness here. But there is somebody else that, and if it's a third party, it would be whoever they're involved with. They know that they would have to stand up to outside influences. So let's look at your outcome. All right, we have the Magician in the reverse. Now that is your card in the major arcana. We have the Devil, Capricorn. We have the Star reversed, and that is in, I'm sorry, that is Aquarius. So I feel like you're trying to bring instability for yourself right now, and you will. For those of you that there's financial issues here, it'll be a long road, but you are going to have stability and you're going to do well in a financial endeavor. For those of you that this is relationship, this is toxic, and you're recognizing this as being toxic. It's not manifesting because this person is in a previous connection. And for some of you, you might be as well. So you might both be for some, but you're seeing this as toxic, but yet you feel strongly, strongly drawn to this person. It's not over, but it's not manifesting either because of the toxic energy. But you still find that you can't walk away from it. For them, they're going through like a depression, to be honest with you. They are unhappy. They're trying to avoid this Tower moment. That's why they're not putting the work into this. And they are giving up hope of manifesting the life that they want. So I feel like they're very emotionally imbalanced. But the thing is that I do believe that their secret is out. So I feel like whoever they're involved with knows about what has taken place. And I feel that they're very defensive. I feel like they fight with this person about it. And I feel like that makes them unhappy. So that Tower moment is coming. It's just a matter of time. But it looks to me like for you, Gemini, you're trying to heal. A lot of you may not be speaking with this person. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. That's tough energy. What that tells me is that there is conflict, and I'm pretty sure your person is having some conflict. But I also feel like there might be conflict between the two of you. Your person here lacks insight into their own behaviors. There's, a bit of arrogance, and I mean, that's mind games as well. They could be trying to play mind games, and if they are, I feel like it's not working for them. So I definitely feel that there's some manipulation that's taking place, and I don't know if it's the person they're involved with or if it's them, but their secrets are coming out, and that's for sure. But the reason this is not manifesting is because your person is low vibrational and there's a lot of toxicity here. So my suggestion would be, Gemini, to really work on your energy, work on you, set some standards for yourself, and require that anyone who enters your life meets those standards. And if they can't meet them, then they can't be in your life. All right, you only had one card that came out. It's called the Sword and the Rose. Wow. Clarity, truth, revelation. solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So it's a revelation. So everything is coming out. Everything is coming out. Okay, I hope this has been helpful for you, Gemini. I am available for private readings. The information is in the small box beneath this reading. If you're interested in the free reading, that can be, you can be in the free drawing for that at the end of the month, simply by subscribing, liking the video, and dropping a comment. Until I see you in next week's reading, namaste.